Okay, so we're looking at question 6 of the 2014 exam. So we're given an LP problem with the following final tableau. We're told the decision variables are x1, x2 and x3, and the slack variables are s1, s2 and s3. Okay, so in this question, we aim to write down the solution of the primal problem, the dual problem, and we have to state the value of the objective function at the solution. Okay, so firstly, let's do the solution of the primal problem. So what we're after the values of x1, x2, and x3. And to find the values, we tend to look to see if x1, x2, and x3 make an appearance in this left-hand side column, and then find their corresponding values on the right-hand side. But now, if either x1, x2, or x3 do not make an appearance here, then they'll be equal to 0. So in this case, we start off by saying that x1, because x1 doesn't make an appearance here, x1 equals 0. Now for x2, we have a look at this left-hand side and we can see it makes an appearance here. And we can see that its corresponding value is 4. So x2 equals 4. Now finally for x3, we can see that x3 is here and its corresponding value is 5. So we have that x3 equals 5. Now this corresponds to the coordinates 0, 4, and 5. Okay, now for the dual problem. So we have to look in a slightly different place for the dual problem. We look at the slack variables s1, s2, and s3, and their corresponding values at the bottom of their respective columns. Okay, so now to write down the solution of the dual problem. But notice that I'll be using U1, U2, and U3 instead of S1, S2, and S3. For the main reason that we usually use U1, U2, and U3 to set up the dual problem, and also to avoid confusion as S1, S2, and S3 are usually used for slack variables only. Okay, so U1, in this case, we have a look at the S1 column and we can see that the corresponding value is 5. So we have that U1 equals 5. U2, we have a look down here, equals 0. And U3 equals 4. Now that corresponds to the coordinates 5, 0, and 4. Okay, finally, now we're after the value of the objective function at the solution. So that's the value of z in the final tableau. And that value can be found in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so to write this out formally, we have that z is equal to -7. Okay, and that's it for this question.